Let's start. So the big behemoth for your marketing channels, I'm assuming, is email marketing.
Yeah, I mean, 50% plus of our revenue comes through our email channel. But you got to remember, email is only one of those. Going back to the 3 levers, email is for repurchase rate, right? And so for us, the majority of our email is sending emails to our existing customers to let them know about something else that may interest them in a category that they've expressed interest on our site. And so we have an awesome welcome drip series that helps convert some of this cold traffic into customers. But the majority of that revenue, excuse me, the majority of that revenue is customers coming back. And so while yes, it's our number one revenue driver, it's not our number one customer acquisition channel, which I think is 2 different things. So for us, customer acquisition comes to us from giveaways, comes to us from a lot of the freebies that we put on our site. It comes to us from a lot of the affiliate program. We've got an awesome affiliate and a referral program. But our biggest driver of new customers is actually the quality of our products that are on our site. So we had a really big focus on improving the quality of the products on AppSumo over the last 5 years. I want to make sure that we're constantly going after bigger and bigger names. In fact, we just had Send in Blue on AppSumo. It maybe is a less known name in the United States, but it's actually been around for 10 plus years. They've got 200,000 plus customers, a shit ton of MRR. They just joined AppSumo to help tap into the American market. And so we've been getting a lot of those types of companies hop in. Famously launched on AppSumo in 2019. And so
the conference company,
exactly. So we found them when they're significantly smaller, well before they were a unicorn. And now I think they're worth $6 billion over the last 2 years, which has been insane to see their rise.
Yeah.
So it's been cool to see those companies sort of come to AppSumo and just become wildly successful after their launch because of the SEO boost, because of the marketing that we've been able to provide them, and really help them get to that next level faster and stronger.
So what works in growing now? Is it still like the same thing? Is it still like giveaways, freebies, affiliates, referrals? Is that the whole back
100%.
growing?
Yeah. I mean, we do everything from paid marketing to SEO to affiliates to referrals, to email marketing to freebies to giveaways. Like kind of going back, like you want to concentrate to get rich, but now that we've got a larger team, we actually can have dedicated folks on each of these. And so we've got a world-class Facebook ads team. We have a world-class design team. We have a world-class team just creating owned freebies for us. So PDF books that we can give away to educate customers and give them away for free to have them join the list. We have a dedicated team that's actually going out and negotiating freebies with third-party companies and bring them on the platform and using that as customer acquisition. And so, yeah, it's a full gamut. I mean, our affiliate program used to be me and Chris Shelzy, like working 3 hours on a Friday afternoon, just PayPaling people for sending us a ton of customers. It's now an entire team that's run by Nick and his entire team. And we use software that costs us 6 figures per year in order to provide the best experience to our affiliate program. And so all of these marketing channels has evolved over time to become the success that they are.
So let me talk about giveaways for a second. I know like there's like King Sumo product, which I personally use for giveaways and stuff.
Right.
I've done giveaways. So they were obviously useful and growing. You obviously get a ton.
Right.
Here's what I remember whenever we were doing some of the giveaways. I think the first one was the Dropbox.
Yeah.
That was the first one, right?
I mean, it's definitely one of the first. Yeah.
And then I remember there was an interesting quirk that happened, and it was like started giving away MacBooks or like MacBook Pros or something like that, right? And the thing is, you know who wants a MacBook Pro for free? Everyone in the world.
That's right.
Yeah. So you get the grandma. I was like, I'll enter over here, and so the quality was extremely low. And I remember doing like big purges and stuff of like hundreds of thousands of emails that just like weren't going to ever buy.
Right.
Yeah. But then, so like in giveaways, what's useful in like niching down? So like if I want copywriting people or something like that, I'm not going to give away a MacBook because everyone wants that. You have to do something that's like specific. So now what do you give away whenever you do giveaways? How do you think about that?
Yeah, you're spot on. Like you give away an iPad and everyone and their grandma is gonna sign up. And so for us, it starts with your customer avatar. What will your customer avatar want, right? And so like for us marketing, what would marketing agency Matt want? And so our best giveaways are ones where we go deep on, well, what is marketing agency Matt purchasing anyway? We did a really good giveaway last November called the Digital Nomad giveaway, where we gave away an entire work from anywhere setup, like with an awesome travel backpack.
Awesome.
Yeah, like the Roost key stand, a travel battery, like thousands of gear to help you travel on the road one of our highest ROI giveaways of all time. And in fact, we spent a lot less money on that than on the Tesla giveaway, for instance.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's all about figuring out like, well, if someone were to see this, what would they get excited? Would your ideal customer get excited? We did one where we're like, obviously with quarantine, we did a pimp your home office giveaway. That one did phenomenally well. In fact, the beginning of this year, we're like, now that the world's opening up, we did get a year worth of Airbnb. And so we gave out $25,000 Airbnb gift cards to 3 different people, where you can literally work from anywhere over the next year. And so people are now wanting to like travel more and work on the road, and now that everyone's working remote. And so that has also worked really well. And so us constantly analyzing what would someone like marketing agency Matt want, and figuring out what are the giveaways that align with that.
Okay. I'm going to move on to this little content marketing section, but I think I'm going to throw in a thing about there because you mentioned this multiple times. I never heard the marketing agency Matt.
Yeah.
I love that concept.
Yeah.
How do you come up with a customer avatar? Is there like an exercise you do, or what do you do?
Yeah. So a great question to ask is, who's likely to be my most profitable customer? And the reason that I like this question is because it's multifaceted. Number one, it's not just talking about their existing purchases, but it's talking about, can they be a customer for life? Will they come back to us? Will they refer us other customers? And so that whole ecosystem of profitability is super critical. Are they a pain in the ass on customer support, right? And so like you have to factor in not just their revenue, not just top line, but rather their entire what value do they bring to the company? And so asking that question, really dividing up your customer base. We've got a lot of other customers that we serve as a proxy because we serve marketing agency Matt. But if we really focus on just one, our most profitable, it is the marketing agency Matt. So for anyone that's listening, go through your entire customer base. And if you were to categorize them, which of those segments would be your most profitable? And you can do that with various inputs in terms of the number of purchases, the AOV, their average order value, the times that they come back. But then also, how many customers are they referring? Are they writing reviews? Are they a good advocacy for your community? And so if you're able to double down on those type of customers, then you can't help but grow your business.
Okay, that is a fantastic way of finding your customer avatar, because I remember in the past, like people would always talk about finding the customer avatar, and they would do kind of these like little woo-woo exercises that quite bugged me. Yeah. And they'd be like, imagine waking up in the morning. You have 3 kids. You have to make them breakfast. And like, I remember going through all those exercises and being like, it just didn't seem like right. You're just saying, take an Excel list of your top customers or top AOV, whatever, repeat customers. Who are they? Those are the people.
Totally.
Right?
And to be clear, it also has to factor in with who do you want to serve? Because if you're not pumped about serving the top customer, then they're actually not the most profitable. Right? Because it's also going to have this level of energy where you're excited. Like we're very excited about serving marketing agencies, Matt. We want to help them grow from being a 7-figure agency to an 8-figure consultancy. We want to help them continue to elevate. And eventually we want them to create their own software and come on AppSumo. And so you also want to make sure that that most profitable also aligns with who you want to serve. And so if you're able to double down on those 2 things, I mean, you're unstoppable.